guys, welcome again into our pregame show. I'm your host, Mary Kate Harrian, and here with me is our pregame editor, Courtney Bauman. So before we start off on Iowa, I just want to apologize for the Cubs winning the division last night. I know you're a Brewers fan, and then you're going to have to deal with the Bears beating the Packers tonight. I mean, Chicago is just ruining everything in sports for you right now. Are you okay?
I'm okay. You are so naive. The Packers are winning tonight.
Okay. We'll see. But are you okay? Cubs winning?
I mean, I've been a Brewers fan all my life. I'm used to this. I sound like a Cubs fan right now, so.
Well, let's move on to
Next
Iowa
year.
for you so that maybe that'll lighten your mood a little bit. Give me some thoughts on last week.
It was a weird game.
It was.
It was a weird game. That first half was just, I've never really seen anything like it, I guess. I didn't know I was watching a baseball game with the score of 7-5 at halftime. But I think that both teams really had some get up and go put in them at halftime.
Yeah.
And it turned into a really good game, obviously, if you watched it. Both offenses kind of turned on and both defenses were great. It was just a fun game to watch, despite the ending for Iowa fans.
Yes. Going into interviews after that game, everyone, for the players, it's so hard. You're so still in the zone 20 minutes after you have to go and talk to media. And everyone was just kind of, you lost, depressing. And my take on it was you just hung in with the number 4 team in the country, and everyone thought you were going to get smoked. So I thought, you know what, yes, there were some very bad parts of that game, but there were some very good parts. Defense only gave up 2 touchdowns, which is huge for, I think they were averaging 44 points a game, Penn State.
Yeah,
so
they scored 50 plus
they
in
gave
2
up,
different games.
and when they were at the 1 yard line, gave up a field goal. So, and that was what they talked about on Tuesday too. You know what? Yeah, they did give up field goals, but it's all about points. Going 3 against 7. That's pretty good. So I was very impressed with the defense. The offense, I'm not going to say was good or bad. They were very mediocre. But you know what? I mean, it was just a good game in general, and I think that shows promise for the future for Iowa, and that makes me very excited to watch them as they take on Wisconsin coming up. Not to look ahead, take on Ohio State coming up. So I'm very excited for that. But this week, the Hawks will take on Michigan State for the first time since the Big Ten championship. But they have to take what they learned from the loss last week and move on in order to try and keep their record with only 1 loss.
I think being able to have a fast start will definitely help quiet the crowd a little bit. Obviously playing on the road, the noise is something you always have to worry about. So if you can quiet the crowd a little bit, I mean, that just helps with everything.
And so, we're going to have to be ready for the run, especially with them. They like to, do a lot of power out stuff, a lot of guards pulling and stuff like that. But they also got a good QB back there that can also evade the pocket. So we're going to have to be able to keep contain on him. Michigan State certainly has an identity, and it's worked pretty well for them. So my guess is when they threw our stuff on, probably didn't look a lot different to them, and then vice versa. Not that the players have changed. There aren't many guys left from the last time we played on either side of the ball for either team.
So, Court, we have been talking about this linebacking core since before the season even started. Josie Jewell, Ben Neiman, Bo Bauer. Josie leading the Big Ten right now with 44 total tackles. Your cover story this morning is on them. They've been playing together forever. What do you see from them? Give me some background.
Yeah, so Josie and Bo both got here in 2013, both redshirted that year. Ben came in 2014, started playing right away. They all have 3, it's in their 3rd season of starting every game. So they've just played so much together and been with each other for so long that they have this incredible chemistry that they just know where the other ones are going to be, and they don't really need to talk about it. They just kind of know. They watch so much film together that they obviously can look and see what they're doing, but they watch the other ones too to make sure, to see what they're going to do on plays. So just the chemistry that they have together is incredible just because they've been together for so long. They're definitely the leadership group of the defense. They're the core of that defense, Josie especially, right in the middle linebacker position, taking care of business there. So they're just so vital for this Iowa defense.
Yeah, and I've been very impressed with them. Yeah, they had some rough parts during the season so far. I mean, we're only 4 games in, but I'm so impressed with them. I think the leadership they have shown for the entire defense has been completely phenomenal. And Penn State on Saturday, they played great. But my favorite part of that game was when Josie took Trace McSorley and after his interception and did the home run. I wish I had that playing right now for all of you to see because it was phenomenal. And
It was a fun little addition.
It was very fun. Yeah, he killed it. Let's move on to the offense, though. Wadley, he talked about on Tuesday, this was just not his best game. He was unimpressed with himself and expects a lot more. So, I mean, this week, are you expecting a little bit more to come out of Wadley?
Yeah, so that first half, he, 10 carries, but 0 netted yards.
Yeah.
He didn't have any, he was averaging 0 yards a
Yeah.
carry. I think that it reminded him a lot of like his first couple of years in Iowa, especially with the fumble right at the end of the second quarter there. I think it reminded him of his first couple of years, and he just really realized he does not want to be there. He's seen how far he's come, especially after last season and how he started this season. I definitely think that this next game is going to be a lot better.
Yeah.
We saw it already in the end of the third quarter and the fourth quarter for the Iowa-Penn State game. Totally understandable why he was so disappointed in himself.
Yeah.
Totally understandable. He did pick it up and have a great fourth quarter that he led the Hawkeye offense in that last part of the game. But his disappointment is understandable, but I think he will have a better game.
Yeah, and Kirk even talked about on Tuesday, when he talked about his earlier years, how he used to be extremely careless. But he said that is not the Wadley he has seen in the last year and a half. His leadership has gone up, and that was just it. That's football, in the words of Coach Ferentz. That is football. So I thought that was good to hear from Coach Ferentz. He clearly believes in Wadley a lot. Another big offensive player, Stanley, not even just talking about his playing ability right now. I think his leadership has just continued to grow, and I'm so impressed with him. True sophomore, and he has just, I think, impressed everyone. He came into interviews after the game on Tuesday and talked about his voice was gone, and he couldn't talk, and he said how many checks he had to do at the line because of Penn State blitzing so much. And to me, that just stood out because you can tell the guys have so much more confidence in him, which is huge. You know what I mean? Coming in, not having that starting quarterback until the week before game day. His guys believe in him, and even Boone Myers talked about how he has a little bit more swagger to him, for lack of better term, which I think is great. So I'm excited to see him go out. Big atmosphere to play in this weekend at Michigan State. So how he handles that, we talked about Iowa State, but this is not even close. So
he's really impressed me with his composure that he's had. Obviously, no one really knew what to expect from him. Kirk Ferentz didn't know what to expect from him, he said. So just the way he has been able to handle himself in certain situations, like coming down to the last seconds in Iowa State, the last few drives of the Penn State game, he just has this composure that he's been doing this for years. We've seen NFL quarterbacks that don't even have that composure. So it's really great to see, especially for the future coming up. If he's already at this level, it's really exciting to think about what he might do.
Only a true sophomore. We have him for 2 more years.
2 more years.
And it's only the 4th game. I'm pumped. So hopefully, and I didn't give him a lot of credit in the beginning of the year, so I am going to say I was wrong. I'm really excited to just continue to watch him grow. Predictions. Go ahead. I'm going to let you go first.
I'm taking Iowa.
Okay.
I feel like I have to. After that game in Penn State, I feel like they are going to come back with a vengeance after losing to Penn State by so close. So close.
4 seconds.
And as much as they don't want to talk about that 2015 game, that's still burning in the back of their minds.
Absolutely.
They're like, oh, it felt like it was 10 years ago.
I'm sure it did, Coach Ferentz.
Doubt it. So I'm going to take Iowa in this one. I think it'll be a close game, though. I think that the teams are pretty evenly matched, honestly. So I'd say maybe 31-28, something like that. Close game.
Okay, I also think it'll be a close game. I think they'll win by 2 touchdowns, though, at the end. I think it's going to be kind of like a North Texas. But
last quarter kind of thing?
Yeah, third, maybe. I don't know. I think they're, Josie kept talking about on Tuesday how hungry they all are to get back on that field, which, I want to go play. Like, I want to go and play for them because that was what a heartbreaker at the end of that game.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm going to take Iowa as well. That way, both my teams can beat Michigan State back-to-back, a.k.a. Notre Dame beating them last week, and then Iowa's going to beat them this week.
Rolls eyes.
Yeah, you know, whatever. But have a wonderful, wonderful time at Michigan State. I'm jealous. It is going to be a blast. Hopefully a good game. Mm-hmm. I will be at Notre Dame, God's country, having
Indiana.
a blast watching Notre Dame
God's
beat
country.
Miami of Ohio. I know they play Miami of Ohio, but they're going to win. So hopefully we get a Hawkeye win, an Irish win. Good weekend for the both of
Wisconsin
us.
win.
Yeah, whatever.
Wisconsin Northwestern. Check
See
that
what
game
happens.
out too.
But that is it for us from the pregame studio. But make sure to tune in every Friday morning with me and Courtney as we break down each of Iowa's matchups. And hey, next week is homecoming week, so pretty exciting. We're gonna have some good stuff for you guys, and we'll see you guys next Friday. Take care.